What's going on? Night Wolf Renegade here, back with another video. So I made a video a little while ago about this war that's going on with Israel, the U.S. and Iran. And I just want to come back again and kind of touch briefly on the war and mention some things that I didn't mention in the first video. First of all, let me just say this. I'm not an expert. You know, I'm just a regular person, but I just use my common sense. I go off what I see, what I hear. And what I'm seeing is that this war is escalating. And it's probably not going to end well for the U.S. So who wins this war? Well, I think the country that wins is the country that can withstand the longest. So if Iran could hold off longer and keep fighting back, obviously they're going to win, because Iran's strategy is to make this thing expensive, not only for the U.S., but for our allies and other people around the world, excuse me. And you could kind of see that now that they're escalating. Israel bombed, I believe, oil facility or something like that. And Iran responded and bombed another oil facility. They're saying that this oil facility doesn't really affect what goes on here in the U.S. or Israel, but it does affect other countries in the world. America's strategy, along with Israel, I guess they're trying to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons, so they say. And they want to confiscate the enriched uranium, which we don't know where it is. Which is why I said Operation Midnight Hammer, or whatever it was called, not only was it unsuccessful, a waste of money, but it was a big lie. Because if we took away their ability to have the enriched uranium, which Donald Trump got on the television and said we obliterated their nuclear enrichment program, why were we even negotiating with them afterwards? And now why are we at war with them? So America's strategy is kind of up in the air, but I guess we don't know where the enriched uranium at. I mean, come on. Iran's going to move that stuff around. They're not stupid people. They're very intelligent. They moved it around. America doesn't know where it is. So I guess they're trying to do regime change. And that's why they bombed their leaders. And now we have another leader rising up, which is the son. And he seems to be a little bit more, he's not willing to play ball. Put it like that. So you got to think about it. Iran, because people think like, oh, America, you know, yeah, that's the richest country in the world, so they say, with the most powerful military, blasey, blasey, blaza. But we've lost all of our wars recently. I mean, we didn't. Come on, look, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq, even the war with Russia and Ukraine. You know, we're on the losing side of that. When you look at Iran, their history is impeccable. It's unbelievable. These people been around for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years. They survived through so many different wars and empires and colonialism. And I mean, Iran is known as the ancient Persians. They've been around many, many years before America was even here, before it was even a thought. Many, many years before any European country. You know, they predate Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Like, these people are very ancient people, and they held their culture and their history for centuries. You know, they know how to fight a war. They've been planning for this war for a long time. They knew America, this day would come. This war is about, if you don't know, it's about oil. It's about oil and gas. Oil and gas is the reason why we're at war right now. And I guess you can throw on the top the fact that, you know, Netanyahu wants to do, you know, this greater Israel thing that he has in his mind, and he wants to control that region. And then you can throw on top the nuclear weapons or whatever like that. But I don't know how the U.S. and Israel gets out of this, man. I don't see a way out. Like, it's just going to keep escalating. And Iran is going to make this war very, very, very expensive. I mean, look at Dubai. They're bombing in Dubai. Dubai is like a billionaire's dream. It's like a playground for billionaires and millionaires, and now they're fleeing that area. Imagine how much money they're losing. That's a tourist site, one of the best tourist sites in the world, so they say. No one wants to go over there anymore, and the effects of that might last for a long time, a very long time. I'm talking about years. So I guess maybe Trump and Netanyahu should probably pull out of this thing and claim a victory if they want. Because I don't see a way out of this, man. I really don't. I really don't see a way out of this. And the effects of this war, this is a huge war, man. It's going to be felt. I mean, we're already feeling it now with these high fuel prices, but as you can see, I'm sitting inside of a truck. I've been a truck driver for over 21 years. Everything, think about it, everything in existence that you have or you want is delivered to you on a truck, period. So when the fuel prices go up, the prices of goods go up, the prices of service go up. And we're feeling it slightly right now. There's some talks of oil reserves being used. It won't last long, maybe about a month, 2 months, if that. You know, we're going to get to a point where if this thing keeps going, you're going to see fuel prices like we did when the start of the Russian war with Ukraine. And it may even go higher than that. Forget about it. Food prices and oil doesn't, it's not only just fuel. There's a lot of products that we use that has oil in it. You know, and Iran has a great strategy by cutting off the Straits of Hormuz because, you know, that blockage right there really affects the global economy, because oil is a major factor in that, a major factor. I'm quite sure Trump was briefed and told all the possible outcomes because I think his name is General Kane. He was a 3-star general. Trump made him a 4-star general. They seem to be really close friends. I'm quite sure the Trump administration was briefed and they were told what could possibly be the outcomes of this war and the effects of it. But Trump and Netanyahu decided to proceed on, and, you know, he thought it was going to be, oh, we're going to be in and out. We'll be in, it'll be over in a few weeks. Just bear with us, give us some time. And then I seen him on in a brief interview, and they said, when is this expected to be over? When do you feel like we're going to be over? Oh, when I feel it in my bones. What kind of response is that? That's not, why would you say that? So you got to understand, Persia and Rome, which is linked with Britain, they got a long history. And You know, when Britain conquered India, they tried to get Iran as well, which is Persia. They tried to get it too. And, you know, they fought, and they never really conquered them, although they did kind of, you know, infiltrate to a degree, especially when Iran discovered its oil. And that's why if you think about it, Persia, Britain, Persia, BP, the British Persian oil company that they established. So that's the gas station that you go to. So whenever you go there, you know, you can, you know, think about that. So I don't see a way out for the U.S. and Israel, just because the U.S. have the most sophisticated military and the money, and Israel have intelligence and money and stuff like that. That doesn't determine the war, because, like I said, you know, yeah, we can bomb them. We got all these guns. We can shoot them and kill them, but they'll keep coming back. They'll keep fighting, you know, and then we're fighting a war in this is a very large mountainous region, and they are a very strong historical people with their culture intact, and they've been through so much. So, and they have a lot of control, whether you think about it or not. So I don't see a way out. I mean, if we back out, we're still going to look bad, and we're still going to feel the results of this, and it's going to be taken as a loss. Even if Trump goes on to national television and say it was a victory, we're still going to, and we're not going to get the results that we wanted. And then, I mean, Iran's definitely going to go for a nuclear weapon then. I mean, even right now, they would definitely, like, I don't understand, like, they're definitely going to want to get a nuclear weapon after this. Definitely, especially if we back out. It's not even going to be negotiable anymore. And how do we win? I mean, what, we got to find their enriched uranium? We got to change the regime? Is that our goals? I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, I'm Nightwolf Renegade. I just wanted to touch briefly again on this war, because it's every time I open up my phone, it's there. And we'll just see how this thing plays out. I'm probably not going to make another video about it. I just wanted to touch in real briefly. So you guys be safe out there. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.